Opening with the king's pawn controls the center and opens up the light-squared bishop and queen, often leading to sharp games. e5 is a common response that establishes a presence in the center, controls d4, and opens up the queen and dark-squared bishop. Knight f3 develops the knight toward the center, attacks the e5 pawn, and prepares to castle. Knight c6 develops the knight toward the center, protects the pawn on e5, and eyes the d4 square. The Ruy Lopez opening develops the bishop to immediately attack the knight on c6, the lone defender of the e5 pawn. a6 forces the bishop to decide, exchange or retreat. Bishop a4 safely retreats the bishop while keeping pressure on the knight. Knight f6 attacks the undefended e4 pawn and develops the knight at the same time. Castling gets the king out of the center and prepares to develop the rook to e1. Bishop e7 develops the dark-squared bishop and prepares to castle. d3 defends the e4 pawn and allows the dark-squared bishop to develop. b5 takes space on the queen side, attacks the bishop on a4, and allows black to fianchetto the light-squared bishop to b7. Bishop b3 retreats the bishop to an active diagonal where it controls the center and attacks the f7 pawn. This creates a pawn chain, linked pawns that form a strong structure. Textbook play so far. Castling to the same side of the board is a more cautious approach. This creates luft for the king, providing it an escape square. That's not a mistake, but it's not the best move either. Applying pressure to black's pawn chain. This creates space for the king to move in case it is attacked. This defends a pawn that was under attack and had no defenders. This activates a bishop by developing it off of its starting square. A solid choice. Right on target. This is the strongest option. Very precise. Right on target. This is the strongest option. This develops the bishop and gives it scope on the long diagonal. One of the best moves. A very strong play. The rooks can see each other now, allowing them to provide mutual defense. This is a fair move. A solid choice. This overlooks an opportunity to attack a pawn chain. There was only one good move there. Very precise. This threatens to tactically win a pawn. This prevents the opponent from being able to tactically win a pawn. That's fine. That's not a mistake, but it's not the best move either. One of the best moves. A very strong play. This is an equal trade. Takes back. This threatens to capture a pawn and win material after the follow-on trades. Moving the rook gives white more flexibility in the middle game. This overlooks an opportunity to eventually win a pawn. This overlooks an opportunity to increase a bishop's scope by moving it to a better square. This maintains the balance in material with a good trade. Right on target. The game was close to balanced, but now black is worse. White had an advantage, but now the game is close to equal. The game was close to equal, but now white has the advantage. A solid choice. This wins time by threatening a bishop and forcing it to move away. This wins material. This moves the queen to safety. This wins material. There were worse moves, but also something much better. This is a fair move. This wins time by threatening a rook and forcing it to move away. This moves the rook to safety. White was better off, but now their position is winning. White activates the last piece, bringing all pieces into play. This attacks a rook, winning a tempo when it moves away. A good use of time, thinking and finding the only good move in the position. This defends the attacked rook. This is the strongest option. This wins a tempo by threatening a queen and forcing it to move away. This move puts the queen on a safer square. This mobilizes the knight, allowing it to control more of the board. One of the best moves. This permits the opponent to force doubling of pawns. This overlooks an opportunity to force doubling of pawns. This is not the right idea. This overlooks a better way to evade the check from the opposing knight. A good use of time, thinking and finding the only good move in the position. This allows the knight to control more squares. This forces the opponent to isolate a pawn. Recaptures. This attacks a queen, winning a tempo when it moves away. This protects an under-defended pawn that is under attack. After all captures, this is an equal trade. Takes back. This threatens to capture a pawn and win material after the follow-on trades. From this outpost, the rook has great activity. This defends a knight that was under attack and had no defenders. This maintains the balance in material with a good trade. Recaptures. This moves the bishop to a more active square, making it gain scope. This offers an equal trade of pieces. After all captures, this is an equal trade. Takes back. There were worse moves, but also something much better. This misses a better way to increase a bishop's scope by moving it to a better square. Very precise. A very strong play. This makes a passed pawn. A solid choice. The rook was sacrificed. A stunning move. This wins a pawn. Thanks for watching the video. Please comment, share, and subscribe.